BBQ pet. What's happening? We're back 3 weeks off for fucking UFC. No UFC on. We're back this Saturday. 125-pound champ. Henry Cejudo. 135-pound champ. TJ Dillashaw. I'm gonna give a shout out on the video to a lot of the people on the undercard that I want to see win. And then I'm gonna give a little bit of explanation and prediction on uh, the main card. Then and how to keep in score here, yada yada, all that. But I definitely got Bill Muhammad. He's the thumbnail. Shout out to Bill. Jeff Neal is a real tough opponent, but I got all the confidence in the world for Bill Muhammad. Um, and I got him coming out with either a late submission or a decision win over Jeff Neal. Donald Cerrone and Alexander Hernandez. I think the young Alexander Hernandez is going to get a knockout deep in the second round, maybe early in the third round, TKO maybe. But that's also going to be a good fight this weekend. Joanne Wood and Ariane Lipstick. I seen one other fight with Lipstick, and I can't remember the other woman's name, but different organization, but she's good. I like her. And obviously Calder Wood's a beast, but Dennis Ramirez fighting T. Edwards. Yada yada yada. The first fight on the prelim card is Glover Teixeira. Instead of fighting Alan Kubota is fighting Carl Robinson, young Carl Robinson. 3-1 in the UFC. Carl Robinson is wins over Jack Marshman. He's real young. His one loss in the UFC comes to Cesar Ferreira, who is also a veteran, just like Glover Teixeira. He got that by submission loss. Something Teixeira is pretty decent on the ground for a light heavyweight. Teixeira 10-5 in the UFC, 39 years old. To Carl Robinson is 28. I think I see age being a little bit of a factor if it goes deep, but if it gets on the ground, wisdom, just like maybe in the Cesar Ferreira fight, could go to Glover's direction. I got Glover Teixeira, and just like I said it, late third round submission to a decision probably, because it's going to only be a 3-round fight. So he's gonna be on the ground for a good bit. I think he's gonna be able to get Carl Robinson to the ground. Carl Robinson's fought at middleweight, heavyweight, light heavyweight, but he's still. I think Glover Teixeira is gonna come to the fight bigger, kind of do like a Yair Latifi kind of takedown style. Even though I know Glover likes to stand up and box and stuff, but I expect him to take him down. And Teixeira is my pick there, Glover Teixeira. The second fight on the main card of ESPN Plus, first fight of the deal, ESPN Plus. I hope I could see it. I really hope I could see it. I might have to get like a free trial pass of ESPN Plus on the spot or something, because I can't fucking. Excuse me. Because they won't let me see it, but I'll do what I gotta do, because, excuse me, sir. It's a really good card, so I want to see it. I gotta figure something out. But Paige Van Zandt, Rachel Ostovich for is the second fight of the main card, and both of them really need a win to stay in UFC here. Ostovich probably pretty early in her contract. I don't know if she would have signed a bigger contract, but pretty early in the contract still. So maybe have some time after this to bounce back if she lost. Paige Van Zandt at the moment, 4-3 in the UFC. This loss put her at 4-4. 2-fight losing streak. This loss would put her at 0-3. She's at like a real do or die moment right here. The only reason I say that Ostovich is kind of at a do or die moment is because she's just coming off the Ultimate Fighter, even record. MMA record is 4-4. It's kind of even. We've seen people get cut for less. Is all the only reason I say worry about it is because we've always seen people get cut for, being better than that. So always at a risk when you're like that. Even record, 1-1, coming off a loss. A lot of talented women in your division. It's hard. You got to win fights. You got to go out there and win fights. She's not in the worst shape, but Paige Van Zandt needs to win. I'm going to go, I think I went a different way on the Tapology thing, but I'm going to go change it. I'm going to go Paige Van Zandt. Decision, I think. Just going to add more tools, and young Rachel Ostovich won't be able to hang with her late. From what Van Zandt's been able to learn her time in the game, I think Paige Van Zandt by decision right there. I'm going to call that. Sorry. I picked Ostovich earlier on the Tapology thing, but I'm gonna go back and change that because it's not too late. I think I can still change it. I don't think. I don't think it's locked in or anything. Joseph Benavidez fights Dustin Ortiz on a 125-pound fight. Excuse me. A flyweight fight. Interesting to see that they're going to keep having flyweights fight. I guess they're just keeping the division open just in case Henry wins. If Henry wins, he's still the 125-pound champ. I guess the division's not dead, per se. He can come back and fight other people, and champ's still going. But if TJ Dillashaw takes the title, it's almost like DJ left. 135 is better. 135 would get lost. But Benavidez keeps wanting to fight, man. Just fought, I think, like November or September. I wrote it down. November. He's 7-1 since 2014. His only loss came to Sergio Pettis. Like maybe late 2017, early 2018, somewhere in there, February, some shit. But he's been on a tear. He's trying to come back and take a shot at the belt. Already beaten Cejudo once. I think he believes that he's got a good chance to be the number one contender here if Cejudo comes down or Cejudo wins, or maybe he thinks that Dillashaw will come back down and defend and he get to fight Dillashaw. I don't know what he thinks, but he's still fighting for that spot, man. And I think he win the fight with Cejudo just like he won the fight the first time. But Dustin Ortiz, so-and-so career right now, 8-5 in the UFC. 3-fight win streak. Mathia Nicolou, Nicolou, I don't know. Alejandro Pantoja, Hector Sandoval. He's on a little bit of a win streak. Not as high names as Joseph Benavidez has fought. And I think Dustin Ortiz's chances to win are within the first couple minutes. And I say if Dustin Ortiz doesn't land a knockout within the first couple of minutes and Benavidez keeps him at range and really finds his rhythm and starts picking him apart early to where Ortiz has to change his game plan and go back and change his game plan and go back and change his game plan. I think Benavidez is either going to come away with a knockout late second round or a decision. I think late second round just based off Ortiz or TKO, based off Ortiz being tired and Benavidez still having a lot of power coming in his punches. Is why I would say knockout late in the second round. But if not, I got a decision for Benavidez. Let's see. Gegor Gillespie, Yancy Medeiros. Medeiros coming off a loss to someone who will fight, 4 fights before him in the night, Donald Cerrone. He will fight a very, very, very dominant wrestler in Gegor Gillespie. Here's going to be the thing, man. And it's the same thing when it's a classic wrestler versus a striker type thing. But if Yancy Medeiros can keep him at a serious Nate Diaz kind of distance, he may be able to stand up long enough to land some shots and hurt him. But if he gets taken down one time before, if he can last, if he could stay up every round until about 1 minute left, he's good. But if he gets taken down at any point with 3-4 minutes left, fucked. Telling you. And the chances of that happening, 3 rounds, all he's got to do is get a takedown within the first 2 minutes of one of those rounds, and he's going to hold him there. He's that. I like Yancy Medeiros on the ground and everything, but not like this guy. Not like this guy at all. This guy's a beast. I'm biased sometimes when it comes to the Long Island guys, but no, man. This guy's a monster, man. Especially on the ground. If he's going to get him on the ground, mark my words, if he's going to get him on the ground in any round for more than 3 minutes, that guy's fucked in that round. In the round that he gets him on the ground for more than 3 minutes, fucked. Submission, finish in one of the 3 rounds, Gegor Gillespie. What does that bring us to the fucking co-main? The fucking joke of a co-main, Greg Hardy, Alan Crowder. Why? I don't know what the fuck Greg Hardy did to deserve a co-main event shot over some of the names we just heard. It's fucking beyond me, but he did. He's very impressive. He's coming off of 3 knockouts straight. 2 of them were in Dana White's Contender Series. One of them we fought some other organization, whatever the fuck the name is. And all knockouts. I'm pretty sure all first rounds. I think all first rounds. Alan Crowder also coming through the Contender Series. Young dude. What do you mean? 1-0 on the Contender Series. Only one in the UFC. He's a young guy. He hasn't fought since, I think, probably a year ago. Probably like January. When was his last fight? December 2017. More than a year ago. Almost a year and a month ago. This guy's last fight. He lost by knockout to James Willis. I think this guy's got 0 chance, and it's going to be a first round knockout, which is going to be good because I think there's going to be a good bit of decisions on the card, and people are going to be wanting to get to the last fight, and this is going to get them there a lot quicker. So I got Greg Hardy knockout because of the obvious. Sorry, Alan Crowder, but shocked the world. Joe Rogan ain't gonna be there, but have whoever the fuck, John Anik, whoever, go in there and say, "How's it feel to shock the world?" Shock the world, bro. I mean, I ain't putting no money on it though. I'm giving out T-shirts and shit. I ain't put my money on it. I'm about to pick what I think gonna happen. Greg Hardy. Which brings us to another fight that I perceive to kind of be a little obvious. 35-pound champ Dillashaw, 25-pound champ Cejudo, wrestler. Let me go back. What Daniel Cormier, I think it was Daniel Cormier, describes as the best amateur wrestling, Olympic style wrestling wrestler in the UFC, I guess, besides him. And then the best MMA wrestler in the UFC besides him. If he made that comment, maybe somebody else made that comment. They said in the UFC and they just didn't include Daniel Cormier. Maybe that's why I'm thinking of Daniel Cormier. But maybe he said that. But I agree. Dillashaw has very good wrestling to be in MMA. He's very good striking in his wrestling. And Cejudo is just a fucking dominant wrestler. I don't know if I agree that they're the best at either one of those, but dominant wrestler. Cejudo is great at holding you down, driving for the takedown, not giving up on the takedown once he's set into a certain takedown. I think it could be competitive. It really could be. If Dillashaw wants to get weird and get in there and try to grapple and shit like that, because he knows Henry's going to want to grapple. So maybe he says, I want to be the best of all time. And he goes in there and he just grapples with him because he thinks, I'm the best grappler. I'm the best striker. I'm the best this. I'm the best that. So his ego gets ahead of him. And he goes in there and he grapples with him. He could get risky there. And then Cejudo could maybe come out with a win, sneak out with a win. And then now what? Cejudo's 125-pound champ. He moves on. Dillashaw goes back, but you got a little nick on you because you fucking little guy just got a win over you. He went down his weight class. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it looks a little bad for Dillashaw if he loses. In my opinion, but I think Dillashaw just stand with him, keep him at bay. Just like I say for the other fighters, keep them standing away from you. Wait for the shots. Go for the combos. Hit those scrambles. When you hit the scrambles, don't go for your own takedowns. Separate. Wait until he stands up and attack once more. And just keep the pressure on him standing. Distance strikes, distance strikes, distance strikes. Dillashaw's got the win, and that's why I say Dillashaw knockout third, fourth round. Because I don't think Cejudo's going to be able to take those shots. I think it was going to be the hardest shot Cejudo's ever felt in his professional career. And I don't think he's going to be able to take it more than 3-4 rounds. So I got Dillashaw knockout third, fourth round, somewhere in there. But that concludes that. We're going to see. The thing with the giveaway thing is, I mean, it kind of just depends. If people participate or not. If not, I'll take whatever I'm going to donate. I'm just going to give it to my fam and shit. So it don't matter. You guys participate if you want. I'm going to keep score. You know, my peeps probably try to do some shit, but get in if you want. If you guys want a free t-shirt, I'll be putting out the pics of the t-shirt in a week or two whenever he sends me the design. So you guys see in a couple weeks, but you guys subscribe to the page. I'm gonna send the thing. Subscribe to the page. Boom, that gets you into a drawing. Then, if you guys would like to send in your pics, it could be on any video. You have to, when you choose the video and you comment on that, you put your pics in on that comment, that reply. Those are your picks, and we're gonna keep your score in the picks. Okay, so everybody's gonna basically keep their own score. I mean, I go in there and check because I'm reading the comments, but we'll keep the score. Everything has to be shown. It has to. The stuff has to stay there. You can't delete nothing. And you pretty much just You comment a picture, and your picture comment is a picture of you. Take a picture before the fights, circle who you want to win, or you fucking think is gonna win, and keep score. One right is one right, one wrong is no point. Pretty simple. Um, uh, Win-loss kind of thing. So the way that, all right, there's a couple of different things. That's the way we're gonna do it on the YouTube page. I also am in a Tapology thing, thanks to Centerline MMA, where you go on Tapology, and we're gonna do the picks there. Those guys also have the offer that they want to come subscribe to the thing, the page. I got a couple of them that came already to the page and subscribed. The winner of that, if they subscribed, I'll go up to the top. Whoever subscribed, the first person, whether you're in 50th place, 13th place, whatever place you're in, if you're the top guy that subscribed to this channel, you get a t-shirt. We're gonna send you a t-shirt for the Centerline thing. So there's a way you can get into there. You can get a t-shirt. You could do the picks with me. You can get a t-shirt. Also, I'm gonna be taking the score. So if there's 12 fights in a night and I get 10 right, my score is 10-2. Then the next night I get 6 right and 6 wrong, and my score is gonna be 16-8. And we're gonna keep going like that and going like that and going like that. And then when the quarter is over, I'm gonna take the score, and if my fucking score is below a 50%, we're gonna go 50%. Below 50%, I'm giving out one, not one of these, but one of these no hood sweatshirts to one person in a giveaway. Somebody that subscribes. That's all you have to do is subscribe to the page right here. Hit the subscribe button and let me see that you subscribe. Those people will be entered. Everybody that subscribes to this YouTube page will be entered into pretty much every drawing. Okay, so it really doesn't matter. If you could figure out a way, I'm just telling you all the ways I was setting up people to come here to do it. But if you could find a way to get to this YouTube page, even by watching this video, and you hit subscribe, you are entered. There's a bunch of different ways that you could be in it, but you're entered. And that's the only way. There's a couple different drawings that'll be going on. There's a couple different chances by luck, by you subscribing, you could win. There's a couple different chances, but it's only just to subscribe. That's it. You get no 4 or 5 raffle tickets. No. Just hit the subscribe button. Then there you go. But under 500, one of these and a t-shirt. We're gonna give one of these to somebody, a t-shirt to somebody else. Then if I get 500, we're gonna be giving away just a t-shirt. Or no, if I go 500, we're gonna be giving away 2 t-shirts. And then if I go above 500, just 1 t-shirt to somebody. Pretty much we're just giving out clothing, man. We're gonna put the logo, the Barbecue Pit logo on clothing, and we're gonna give it out. It's a pretty cool logo, Barbecue Pit MMA. What you want me to tell you? You guys want this shirt? It's a cool shirt. You guys want the shirt? Hit subscribe. I'll put the pictures up. Maybe when I put the pictures up, people will start posting them. But I mean, on the one where you're trying to battle against me to win, of course I'm not gonna give it to myself. But I mean, hot damn, I'm gonna be a whole event ahead of you. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Goddamn, these motherfuckers ain't here. It ain't gonna be up by Saturday. I don't think he's gonna have it by Saturday. I'll check, but I don't think so. Only the real will survive. You know, giving away shirts all month. Centerline MMA, Tapology. I appreciate it. Or you guys appreciate me. I'm giving away the t-shirt, but Barbecue Pit. Subscribe, man. That's all I could tell you. UFC Brooklyn coming up this weekend. Everybody tune in. We out, guys.